Hi, good morning. Welcome back to ReelChoice movie review. This is Joe Vasquez. It's been a while, and I want to thank you guys, my fans, my few fans that I do have, for sticking with me and for complimenting the. Excuse me, it's kind of cold out here and rainy and getting the sniffles. Yeah, thank y'all for your compliments, your kind words, and let me know in person as well that you um, like my video reviews on my YouTube channel, Real Choice Movie Reviews. Um, as you can see, it's not a really big production, so I'm just sharing what I love. Um, and, it needs a lot of work, but sharing. I mean, I love movies, and I'm not the expert on every single movie. I don't use big words like cinematography and all that. I just tell it like it is on the movies that I do know about and watch. So, that being said, I have a great treat for you. It's called The Witch. Now, a little background on me finding this movie because lately it's just been a real task finding a good movie. And you have to forgive me, I'm switching hands and on this phone here because I don't have I'm in a car, so I don't have anywhere to set it. But anyways, the history or background on how I found it. Nowadays, I'm looking for movies and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. I scroll forever, and it just seems like uh, nothing is appealing to me. And I don't want to pick on a movie that's going to waste my time. I hate wasting time with movies. Sometimes you need to waste time because you think it's a bad movie, but it ends up being a really good movie. So it's kind of tough. But anyways, I figured I'd go to Facebook and posted. Can anybody recommend a thriller, mystery, or good horror movie? My favorites. Sometimes you get all three, right? And there was a lot of responses. Well, there wasn't that many, but there was a few responses that were interesting. A lot of the movies I had seen already, and somebody put The Witch. And when I saw The Witch, the first thing I thought of was the colonial movie, Salem's Witch Trials. Uh, and that's what I thought I was gonna get. And I hadn't seen the movie; I seen the previews, so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me give that one a chance. To my surprise, I go on Netflix and I click on it and I ask my friend that suggested it, is this the one? And she says, yeah, that's it. So it ends up being a Korean movie, and I hate movies with subtitles, but uh, that's another story in itself, and maybe I shouldn't because I ended up really enjoying this movie. Before I go any further, let me put the cast of the witch on here. Now, I don't know much about the foreign actors, specifically Korean ones. So we got Kim Da Mi, and Kim Da Mi was in another movie called I Taiwan Class. Kim Da Mi plays Ja Yoon, the main character in this movie, and she has a best friend who's Mi Young Hee, and she's played by Go Min Si. Go Min Si was in another movie called Love Alarm. Um, Really great relationship between them two in the movie The Witch. And then there's another important character played by Woo Sik Chi. And all Google had as a description for him was the one who talks a little bit of English in the movie. So he ends up being an adversary later on in the movie. So there you have it. The Witch. Okay, so The Witch opens with a murder scene in this big warehouse, and there's a bunch of like Korean goons, mob type guys, all dressed in black, and they're all led by this woman that's also dressed in black, and she arrives, and there's just this like slaughterhouse, and there's like feet sticking out from under a mattress or something, bloody feet, there's blood everywhere, and I believe she mentions, "Did you find her?" And they're looking for a little girl, um, and they didn't find her there, and the next scene is this little girl in her pajamas running through the woods, being chased by guys with dogs, and the girl's like looking back and forth, breathing heavy, and the dogs, the camera goes back to the dogs and chasing. So the next scene, the second in command reports to the lady in command at her SUV. She's now sitting in her SUV, and he has a little bloody boy with him, which I guess was one of the other kids at that place that got slaughtered. but they spared him for some reason, and he's important later on. I didn't know that at the time. But anyways, she gets away. The little girl gets away, and here I'm thinking they're after a witch. You know, like this. She must be some evil little girl that can do damage. That they're trying to kill this little witch. So this is the theme I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't actually that, but it ended up being something great. Anyways, the little girl gets away. Now remember, this is going to continue because they really want her bad. So this is going to continue. This theme of them chasing her and trying to get to her is going to continue through the movie. They want her that badly for whatever reason. And the next scene, she's laying on this farm in the grass, all bruised up, and a farmer finds her, and the farmer and his wife end up loving the child and taking her in and raising her. And then it goes into her teenage years where she meets Mi Young Hee, her best friend, and they're just they're like high school kids, and it's very much their culture. I mean, when I seen the interaction between Ja Yoon and Min Young Hee, it was very the same as kids anywhere, like in the United States. So yeah, so they get into some things that makes these goons aware of where Ja Yoon is, and from there the movie goes on. Okay, fantastic movie, 5 stars definitely. It's called The Witch. I really recommend it. And welcome back to Real Choice Movie Reviews. And I hope you enjoy this review. Let me know what you think. And this is Joe Vasquez signing out for Real Choice Movie Reviews, where you get the best reviews with no production, none of the ham. Just kidding. All right, we'll talk to you later.